Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for a new pick a card reading. I hope that all of you are doing amazing today and having a wonderful day. So for today's reading, we have a message that is meant to find you guys before tomorrow. So as always, we do have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description box, and I will see you guys at your reading. My beautiful pile number 1, if you guys feel drawn to this pile, then this is going to be a reading and your message for today that is meant to find you before tomorrow. So pile number 1 for your card today, you guys feel drawn to card number 1. And you also have the red ladybug for today. So welcome to your reading, pile number 1. This is going to be your message for today, but first, before we start with your reading, I want to give a quick shout out to the Astra app. On the Astra app, you guys can find the Tarot Interpreter feature, which you can use to ask questions and ask for guidance regarding any situation. And based on your natal chart, Astra will give you your private reading, and it will pull tarot cards for you and give you the advice that you need to hear. I personally really enjoy the Astra app. I use it every day to kind of see my daily guidance and what I need to hear for that day. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, the link will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. Now let's get back to your reading, pile number 1. Let's see, what is the message that is meant to find you before tomorrow? So what is happening for you tomorrow? What is the guidance, the message that you need to hear? I want to start with your tarot cards, and let's see what is happening for you, pile number 1. What is the guidance meant to reach you before tomorrow? Ace of Wands. Wow. Oh my God. Pile number 1. Okay. Spirit is saying take action. Take action. You guys are ready to pursue an idea. You have right now $1 million idea. Like, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And I know this is very specific, but with the Page of Wands, this to me is like you have an idea for a project, for a business, for beginning a new hobby, doing something creative, especially if this involves like some kind of business or some kind of creative project. Spirit is saying, do not postpone this thing. Do not postpone this thing, not even a day. Like, you need to start tomorrow. Like, actually tomorrow, you need to start like creating something. You need to start bringing an idea to life. This is your green light. I feel like this is your green light to pursue what you currently feel inspired to do, because this is what's going to bring you a lot of wealth in your lifetime. Okay? So this is like very successful business energy here. It doesn't always have to apply to business, but I just feel like the energy for you is like you have $1 million idea that needs to be put into execution starting from tomorrow. So whatever you're about to do, like creatively, or maybe regarding your business, maybe this is on how to expand your business. Maybe this is about how to begin a business. Maybe it's a creative project, right? That you want to put out there, you want to start creating. This is meant to be pursued now. It's meant to be created now, because I see this being very successful. Honestly, like that's the main message here. I see this being very successful, very abundant. There's a lot of money that might also come in as a result of this. So Knight of Wands is really like this energy of just going for something and trusting your instinct in it, right? Trusting your creative gut. That's what I'm feeling for a lot of you. Like, you need to trust your gut feeling right now, this creative, like igniting feeling that you're currently experiencing to pursue something, to take action towards something. And I feel like a lot of you, the way you're gonna know this is for you, it's like I feel your current energy might be even feeling a little bit restless. Like, you might be feeling a little bit like, oh my God, like I need to do this as soon as possible, as fast as possible. Like, a lot of you might be actually in this energy of like, I need to move quick. I need to take action quickly, because this, like, it just feels like the perfect moment for you to execute this. It feels like the timing of it is perfect. Everything is perfect, and all you need to do is just move and execute. So I feel like Spirit is giving you this guidance before tomorrow to really like start taking action with full force. because I feel like you have aligned yourself, like your ideas feel very aligned. So now you just need to pursue them. You just need to execute them. So there's a lot of like energy about speed and taking action quickly and not postponing things, not dwelling on things. Even I'm hearing not taking too much time to consider things, because I feel like your ideas are so spot on that they don't need to be changed. Nothing needs to be improved or like reconsidered is what I'm hearing. Like it feels like everything is actually perfect. So what else do you need to hear before tomorrow? Wow. Dedication, trust, future rivers and oceans, follow the stream. Yeah, you know how I was just saying, like, follow the gut, follow the creative, like, feeling in you, your creative sense. Because it's leading you down to, like, future rivers and oceans. You just need to, like, dedicate yourself and trust, like, what you're about to do, the action that you're going to take. It will require dedication. Like, I feel like you need to dedicate this next phase of your life to something. I feel like you're dedicating yourself to this creative project. You're dedicating yourself to like this idea or to this business. And you're just trusting that this is it. Like, I feel like you need to trust that this is it. Like, this is what's going to take you to that next level. We have what is really driving you. True motive is and breaking free beneath the surface. You see, I feel like there is so much beneath the surface. You have been like bottling up so much, and it's just time for you to express. Because I feel like ask yourself, what is really driving you? What are your true motives? And I feel like this is really going to like get you back on your feet to execute things, because you're breaking free. I feel like you're really surging yourself into a breakthrough, especially when it comes to your career, your business, or your creative pursuit. It's like you're finally being able to surface up. Some of you are finally going to start to get your first initial breakthrough. It's a result of this idea. It's a result of you taking this action. So that's why you're being encouraged to begin tomorrow, because this can change your life forever. I do feel like this small idea can completely change your life forever, because it's going to allow you to break through. It's going to allow you to surface up. A lot of you maybe feel still very hidden. Maybe you feel like you're still not reaching your fullest potential. And that is because you have not even scratched the surface. Like, the Page of Wands is actually saying you are still a beginner. You know, you are just tapping into it. And even if some of you feel like you're kind of like further along your journey, you have barely scratched the surface of what you are capable of doing and what you can accomplish in your lifetime, especially when it comes to career, like when it comes to also creating wealth for yourself. Some of you, maybe you're even finding yourself in a good position financially. Maybe you feel like, oh, like I'm doing really well. That is just the beginning for you. Even if you feel like you're doing well, I'm hearing from Spirit, like you haven't even like tapped into your fullest potential. Maybe you feel like you have, but I feel like you haven't even like touched that door yet. So what else is the message for you, pile number 1? Yeah, we have journey here. We also have noise. Okay, so the noise is, I'm kind of seeing like, again, there is like this, I feel with the noise, it's this unavoidable noise that's saying you take action, do this, pursue this, go after this. And it's like, again, like I got this energy of like some of you might be even feeling a little bit overwhelmed or maybe even restless, because it just something in you feels like, I need to do this, like I need to execute this. Like maybe it's even like the fact that you're not doing it might be making some of you anxious, you know, because that's how much something wants to be expressed from you. So the noise is also like a big sign of like noise, attention around you. That's how I see this card as well, like you being able to like create a lot of attention, like gather a lot of noise around what you're doing and what you're pursuing here. So I do feel like what you want to express into the world right now is going to get a lot of recognition, a lot of noise around it, a lot of attention. What else is the guidance for you in this time before tomorrow? Yeah, change. Okay. Wow, transformation. Yeah, I just saw the change. So definitely I feel like, you know, I said, like, I feel like this idea will change your life. I said that, and I feel like these cards are confirming it. So let's see here. We have transformation. It is asked that you take notice that you hold within your hands the power to change your life. Wow. Within this realization, you will feel your sense of purpose and a connection to new beginnings. I release what I no longer need to carry, and I open myself to transformative energy of the divine. So again, a lot of you are starting to realize the power that you hold, right? This is such a moment of awakening to you, realizing how capable you are. And I feel like you have, like, again, $1 million idea right now in your hands. It can be like quite literal for some of you, like this could be the way that you make millions in your life, or it can be, you know, the idea that gets things going for you. It can be idea that reaches you to a breakthrough, the idea that, you know, changes your current circumstances. Whatever it is, whatever this idea, whatever this passion, this hobby, this talent that you possess, this project, it will change your life. And that's why you're being encouraged to take action fast, because you do not need to dwell anymore on it. You don't need to consider it anymore. You don't need to, like, Spirit is giving you the green light. Like, this is where you need to go. We have guidance, yes, with a 000. You have full support of the divine. The guidance you're seeking is here, and your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning. Where one cycle ends, a new begins. I trust in the magic of the new beginning. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, I definitely feel like Spirit is saying, like, yes. The guidance that you have been looking for, that idea that you have been looking for, now you have it. That's what Spirit is saying. Now you have it. And all you need to do is just trust that this is it. And just move in this direction with dedication, with trust. You know, there was that card before about trusting and being dedicated to what you're about to do. And it's not just about the pursuit of the action. It's not just about taking the action, but I also feel like it's the conviction that you put behind the action that you take. And trusting that this is what's going to work for you. And I feel like in this time you have that idea that it's like, yes, like this is it. Like you feel it, like this is it, you know? And I feel like you need to pursue this now. The quicker you move, the better for you. And I don't want this to, like, you know, make you feel anxious. Like you need to do this ASAP or it's not going to work, you know. But I also feel like you need to not procrastinate it. And I feel like you're just also ready to move in a more fast pace. That is something that I'm channeling from your cards. It's like maybe up until now you felt like you were taking things slow. You were moving slowly. But your perspective is now matched, and Spirit is saying you're ready to start taking action faster. Okay, see what else? Reflect. So I feel like you have been like in this energy of reflection, right? And the thing about reflection is that it can bring us a lot of clarity. So a lot of you, I feel like you've been through this phase of reflection, and now that you have the clarity, it's time to move. I feel like the moment of reflection brought to your awareness what you need to do or what you need to change about your situation in order to move forward. Okay, let's get your final card. What is your last message, pile number 1 for today? Wow. When I stop hiding, the world becomes gentler. Spirit is saying it's time to stop hiding, right? There was like this energy of like you have been bottling up things, right? And a lot of you still feel hidden. You still feel in the dark, but I feel like you will be surprised by how well this is going to be perceived. Like maybe some of you have been hiding because you feel insecure. Maybe some of you just weren't ready to come out yet, right? That can be also it. But I feel like now that you're coming out of the hiding, you're going to be so well perceived. And you will realize how actually, like maybe some of you are afraid of judgment. Maybe some of you are afraid of like, oh, how is this gonna work? Or maybe are people going to be into what I'm creating? But I feel like you don't even know how well, you know, perceived you're going to be. Because once you stop hiding and you start showing your authentic self, all of a sudden you get so much positive feedback on what you're doing. And so many compliments. That's what I'm feeling for you here, pile number 1. And I feel like that's the message that is meant to find you before tomorrow. So I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys felt drawn to this pile, then this is going to be a reading and your message for today that is meant to find you before tomorrow. So pile number 2 for your card today, you guys felt drawn to card number 2. Have the butterfly for today. And you also have the black heart stone. So welcome to your reading, pile number 2. We're going to get started with your message in just a second, but first I just want to give a quick shout out to the Astra app. On the Astra app, you guys can find the Tarot Interpreter feature, which you can use to ask questions, ask for guidance or advice regarding any situation in your life, and based on your natal chart, Astra will give you your private reading. It will pull tarot cards for you and give you the advice that you need to hear regarding your situation. I personally really enjoy the Astra app. I use it every single day just to get guidance about my day and what I need to hear about that specific day. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, the link will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. But now let's get back to your reading, pile number 2. Let's see, what is the message, the guidance, the important information meant to reach you before tomorrow. I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and let's see what is happening for you, pile number 2. What is the guidance and the message that you need to hear before tomorrow? Spirit is saying start. Okay, I'm hearing the word like start. You know, like I'm seeing that kind of energy. King of Swords. What is the message for pile number 2 that is meant to find them before tomorrow? Oh, okay. Wow. Emperor. I heard you're ready to start building a new life, pile number 2. That's really big, but I got this energy of like some of you are ready to start building a new life, or like rebuilding. There is also that energy. 5 of Wands. Okay, King of Swords, 5 of Wands, and 10 of Cups. What is the message that is meant to find you before tomorrow? So I'm hearing for you also, pile number 2, it's time to start minding your own business. You know, I feel like you're kind of like the guidance that I'm getting for you. It's time to separate yourself, distance yourself from maybe the drama, from maybe the comparison, or just whatever is happening in the world that you do not resonate with anymore. Because I feel like a lot of you, you're going to start to build like this new life for yourself. That's something that I'm getting for you, pile number 2. It's like you're ready to start rebuilding a new life for yourself. A one that is filled with happiness, one that is filled with wealth, with abundance, with opportunities, just so much joy. And I feel like you are being called to separate yourself and distance yourself from the drama that is happening in the world, because it's not your responsibility. Whether this is, maybe you want to distance yourself from the news, maybe you want to distance yourself from social media, you want to distance yourself from people in your life that are not bringing you joy, that are maybe always, they just don't feel nice to be around, right? I feel like you're ready to be with the King of Swords, the Emperor. A lot of you're stepping in this masculine energy of like putting, like, I feel like pulling back control over your life, you know, and placing firm boundaries with your environment. And you're starting to be more selective. Okay, like, I want this to be a part of my reality. I don't want this to be a part of my reality. And you're doing this because you have the choice to do so. Because remember, this is your life. You're the one experiencing it. So you can choose whatever you want. And a lot of you, like, I feel like you're just starting to separate yourself from the drama, and you're choosing happiness over everything. You're choosing what's going to make you happy, what's going to, you know, bring you joy. Because I'm hearing for a lot of you, like, I'm hearing this, like, I don't know if you have been like in this energy of like trying to also help everyone around you, or like pleasing people, right? Always trying to make everyone happy, even if it meant sacrificing yourself. But I'm hearing, pile number 2, you have a big mission. Yeah, you have a big mission. It's like you're starting to build a new life for yourself, of one that doesn't involve drama, one that doesn't involve like this petty competitive energy even. It's like This can be even like having people in your environment who are just like constantly comparing themselves between each other, like fake people who are just not being so upfront, so honest, who talk behind your back. See what like resonates with you, but I'm just hearing like you're ready to separate yourself from the drama and start building a happy life for yourself. So a lot of you are stepping into the like this more like masculine role of like being more decisive and just being more stern and like having firm boundaries. What else is the guidance for you before tomorrow? Yeah, so we have feeling stuck, a call for shift, flow, and change. So I feel like a lot of you are just maybe have been feeling stuck, right? Maybe you have been feeling like you're, you know, in the midst of like this, like, I don't want to say chaos, but it just kind of feels like, you know, maybe everyone around you feels like they're complaining, or you're, you know, and you go on social media and like somebody is always saying something, you know, and it's like, I don't want to hear this. Like, why are you saying this? You know, I don't want this in my consciousness, right? A lot of you are just starting to be more selective of like, I don't need to live that kind of life. I don't need to be involved in that. I don't want to be involved in this energy, because honestly, like for some of you, it could felt like people were just like, you know, going towards you just to take your positive energy, just to take like, you know, your light. And a lot of you are saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore, right? I'm getting like such a like firm, strong energy from you, pile number 2, of like you're ready to start building a new life. We have the King Tide. Yeah, a lot of masculine energy, plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. It's almost as if you're really choosing to just receive nothing but blessings, and you're really like putting yourself in this energy field of like, you know, I feel stuck. Maybe you have been feeling stagnant, right? You kind of feel like this tired energy of your surroundings, right? Like it feels like the surroundings are just like more making you feel stuck than giving you, you know, happiness. And a lot of you, again, you're turning your energy towards something else. Like you're really making the decision to change your life, to change an aspect of your life. What else is the guidance for you, pile number 2, before tomorrow? So, wow, enlightened. Yeah. I feel like you're, wow, this is so beautiful. So enlightened, this is, you know, like, first of all, shedding light to what needs to change, right? Shedding light to what aspect of maybe your current life needs to change in order for you to feel happy. It's becoming aware also of the things that need to change. And also it's awakening. It's awakening that you can choose, right? With the Emperor, a lot of you also might be like focusing more towards your career and your goals in this time, I feel. But something about your perspective about life is changing. And I just kind of get like this energy of you guys are tired. Like you're just tired of everyone constantly comparing themselves to each other. Everyone constantly maybe fighting. Everyone constantly complaining and just having something to say. And I feel like you just want to surround yourself with happy people. You want to surround yourself with nature, maybe, you know, happiness and just good memories. And this is something that you're making the conscious choice. Like, I don't have to involve myself in this anymore. I don't have to be a part of this anymore. And you're really choosing to also, like, this can heavily, I feel, resonate for a big group of you. Again, it's a general reading, but it could resonate regarding relationship or maybe family matters, okay? Because the 5 of Wands can a lot of times represent, you know, this energy to me of like friendships or acquaintances, people who are in your life. And also the 10 of Cups is the card of family. So it's almost like you're starting to build a new community. This could be heavily talking about like the people in your life that you don't no longer resonate with, and you want to like surround yourself with people who are more in alignment with you. Maybe people who are also more goal driven, or people who are more motivating, or feel more positive to be around. Okay, so this card flew on the ground for you. We have 1515 with creativity. Okay, keep accessing the creative connection that you feel in the divine. The whisper speaks through your creative connection, allowing you to express beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is around you. Creativity is my birthright. As I express my creativity, I feel beautiful flow of love and connection. So I feel like you needed kind of like a reminder that creativity, which basically life is a creation itself, it's your birthright. This is something that you decide. It's something that you choose for yourself. And a lot of you might be even turning more towards creativity at this time. Maybe you're starting to feel like there's this energy of like, if you guys are creative people, you maybe feel like you've had a hard time expressing the creative side of you because you feel like the people who are currently in your life will judge you for it. So because of this, you might be deciding like, okay, I need to distance myself from this environment so that I can express myself creatively, because you kind of want to see what you can do if you don't have like the fear of being judged, right? If you don't constantly have like this thought in the back of your mind, like, is this going to be weird? And is maybe my family going to think that this is weird? Are my friends going to think that this is weird? I kind of feel like you're starting to really like separate yourself from what are people going to think and allowing yourself to express yourself creatively and just see what happens, right? See what happens if you allow yourself to do it the way that you want to do it, and the way that you feel like you should do it, the way that you think that you should do it, instead of like following maybe rules or following trends in some aspects as well. So what else is your guidance before tomorrow? Make the best of it. So you're being encouraged to make the best of something. We have reflect. Okay, so maybe you have been doing a lot of reflecting, right? I feel like you have been doing a lot of reflecting again. It feels like you have become aware of maybe what needs to change. You have become aware of what you need to commit or dedicate yourself to now. And I feel like you're ready to create something. Again, there was like that start energy for you. So make the best, right? Whatever you're starting right now, make the best of it. And I feel like go into it just fully allowing yourself to be who you are, right? I saw this beautiful video a couple of days ago. It's this artist, I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about her. Her name is Rosalia, and she recently came out with a new album, and it's honestly such like a masterpiece. I highly recommend you to check it out, because it's like, I've never seen something like that done before, especially nowadays. But she was talking about how there's two ways towards success, right? One is like with force and aggression and just pushing and pushing. And the other one is through surrender and just completely like surrendering yourself, allowing yourself to create from the place of surrender and seeing what happens. And what she created through that surrender like is something that unmatched. That's what I feel. It's like I've never seen something like that nowadays. So if maybe this message resonates with you, maybe go check that out, because it might also like connect with you. But I feel a lot of you are kind of like maybe ready to start creating from that space of just like fully surrendering and not caring, not maybe doing so much research and not doing so much this and that, just like surrendering and doing, letting yourself create from a place of true surrender. So let's see, what is your final message for today? Pile number 2 that you need to hear before tomorrow. Silence doesn't mean absence. It holds sacred echoes. So yeah, with the reflection, like if you felt like you were going through a period of silence, again, I always say this, but silence is there because it's going to help you realize something, right? Silence brings enlightenment to the things that we need to become aware of. The fear is loud, but love is steady. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you have just come to like the realization, like again, the awareness of something, and maybe you still have like this fear of judgment. Maybe you still have this fear in you for some reason. But I feel like also you've come to realize that your passion maybe for creativity, your passion for creation is way bigger than the fear. And although you're always going to have it, I feel like this time you're kind of choosing to still pursue with the fear along the way, choosing to ignore it, by choosing to shut that voice down and say, okay, like, yes, I'm maybe a little bit scared and uncertain, but my love for this is just too big for me to miss out on it, right? My love for this is just too big for me to hold myself back because of somebody else or my fears. So you're really like starting to, I feel, build a new life for yourself and going for something that you truly resonate with, right? There is this energy of resonance for you right now. So pile number 2, that's what I have for your reading today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys feel drawn to this pile, then this is going to be your reading and your message for today that is meant to find you before tomorrow. So pile number 3 for your card today, you guys feel drawn to card number 3. And you also have the clear quartz crystal. So welcome to your reading, pile number 3. We're going to get started with your message in just a second, but first I just want to give a quick shout out to the Astra app. On the Astra app, you guys can find the Tarot Interpreter feature, which you can use to ask questions. You can ask for guidance regarding any situation in your life, and based on your natal chart, Astra will give you your private reading and give you the guidance and the advice that you need to hear. I personally love the Astra app. I use it every day just to get my daily guidance, to hear my message for the day. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, the link will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. So now let's get into your reading, pile number 3. Let's see, what is the message meant to find you before tomorrow? What is the important guidance, information from Spirit that is meant to reach you in this time before tomorrow? Okay, Spirit, what is the guidance for pile number 3? What is the message you want to deliver to pile 3 before tomorrow? I'm hearing right away karma is going to start to work in your favor. Yeah, especially with this 5 of Swords here. I feel like I'm hearing the wheel is starting to turn in your favor, pile number 3. It's like this, a new karmic cycle is starting. I keep hearing something about good karma, good karma. Wow, yes, okay. 10 of Cups after the 5 of Swords. You know, this is such like an energy of also like you just deciding to pursue your peace. The 5 of Swords a lot of times can like come up when maybe we have been feeling like this tension with certain people in our life or certain situations, and it's like this kind of back and forth energy of like who is going to have the last say and who is going to be right. And this is a very specific message, but if you guys feel like some people maybe turned their back on you when you needed them the most, or some people maybe, you know, you kind of felt betrayed by them, it does feel like now you're getting the good karma for that. Now, you know that you have the 10 of Cups, and it's just like, I'm also hearing like sometimes it's such a blessing. Like sometimes it's such a blessing that some people leave our lives, that some situations don't even work out, right? And you're about to see that, right? I feel like something about tomorrow is going to start like a new cycle for you. I'm hearing a good karma cycle. Like that's, yeah, Spirit is communicating that. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the 9 of Swords. So, you know, I feel like maybe some of you have been feeling a little bit anxious or worried, but the King of Pentacles is saying there is like a new cycle beginning with your career. I feel like certain, like maybe if you have been feeling a little bit anxious or worried about your career, something about tomorrow, it's going to change. Like there is going to be this new cycle starting for your career. I'm feeling there is going to be this new moment that's beginning for your career. There's going to be like justice for you in the way of wealth. There's going to be, yeah, I'm hearing there is going to be justice for you in the way of wealth, or justice for you through success, through you like having a moment of success. Like this is either maybe you getting promoted, you starting to earn a lot of wealth, a lot of money, maybe your business starting to do really well. But if you felt like maybe in the past couple of months you kind of got this energy of like people are not supporting you, people who you trusted betrayed you, or maybe some people even left your life, you could have had like a falling out with certain people. It's like, honestly, the energy that I'm getting of you, pile number 3, it's like God will put you back right in front of the people who broke you. Like, I don't know, that's what I'm channeling, and that's what's coming to my mind right now. So I do feel like you're kind of getting this energy of like you're being put back together in front of maybe people who turned their back on you, or maybe if you got rejected from certain opportunities, right? Now you're showing up as like something beyond that. So it's like this energy of like those people regretting not maybe hiring you in that time, not accepting you in that time, or not being nicer to you in that time. Because I feel like you're stepping in a different role, you're stepping in a different position. I want to clarify this 9 of Swords here. What is this about, Spirit? Can you please clarify the 9 of Swords? Okay, 5 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of people made you feel so insecure about yourself. Yeah, 5 of Cups. Okay. So this can be like a lot of you maybe felt like so worried about like missing an opportunity, or maybe like getting rejected from an opportunity, or maybe certain people leaving your life. Like I feel like you did have like this energy of like you felt like you missed out on something, or maybe you got rejected from something, and maybe that made you feel insecure about yourself. Maybe that made you feel like, oh my god, what is wrong with me? Or like you know like why, you know, it kind of brought like this feeling in you. But now you're going to realize that it was never you. Like I'm kind of getting this energy, it was never you. You were not the one lacking. You could have been in fact like too good for that situation, or you could have been too good for that, and now that's going to start to make sense, right? So there was that justice energy, which is, you know, also you have the Page of Cups, and this can come up as like, yeah, 5 of Wands. So Page of Cups, I feel like it's saying there's going to be a new opportunity coming in that will give you like hope. After the 5 of Cups, you know, after we go through this period of rejection, there always comes like a new opportunity. It signifies like this energy of like, yes, we got turned away from something, but now there is this newfound opportunity coming in that is showing us what didn't work out. It's not that it was like because of you, but there was just something better in store for you. And maybe for a while you were so focused on what didn't work out, but now there is this new opportunity that will present itself. And it's going to be like, hey, this is why that didn't work out. It's really going to make sense to you. And I feel like maybe while you were even in like your time when you needed the most support, you could felt like certain people left you, or certain people didn't support you, or like they didn't like communicate to you when you needed that, right? Because I feel like a lot of you maybe lack support from certain people, and now there is this moment of justice for you. Right now there is this moment of like you're being put back together, you're taking the throne, you're taking an even better opportunity. The 10 of Cups is like, this is the thing that you have been dreaming about is coming towards you. Wow, I love this energy. It's such like a turning point. What else? Pile number 3. New beginning. Something is about to happen. Yes, I'm telling you that something is about to happen here, and it's going to work in your favor. And it's going to be such a moment of rising for you, pile number 3, as well. Like this might even happen tomorrow for some of you. Maybe tomorrow feels like a new beginning. You might experience like this renewal energy starting from tomorrow. But I just want you to know that you never missed out on anything. You were always enough. It's just like you were actually too good for it. Or you were, yeah, I'm hearing like you were actually just too good. And now you're going to be like presented with this new opportunity, and you're going to be like, why was I even crying about that? Like, why was I even feeling, you know, allowing myself to get so insecure, or to maybe even react like that? Because you're about to realize how protected you actually were. Because sometimes you know, rejection is protection, and I strongly believe in that. I strongly believe that sometimes, you know, I've had so many instances where I was either rejected from an opportunity or from even a person, and then months later something surfaces up about that opportunity or about that person, and I just think to myself like, okay, it's thank God I was, you know, turned away from that, because you realize that there was something there that maybe you weren't seeing, right? And I feel like this is something that you might resonate with, pile number 3, where you're about to see that certain rejection from your past that made you feel so insecure, you're going to see how maybe God always had something better for you, right? I'm just referring to this as God, but it can be anything. It can be source, it can be spirit, it can be the universe, it can be your higher self, right? Anyone who you feel connected to, I feel like you will experience this energy of like, there was always something better in store for me. Okay, so we have work. So I feel like your work is going to be relevant, especially with the King of Pentacles. So this might be about a work opportunity. Maybe it's something that you got rejected for about your work, or like maybe your comeback is gonna be in the area of your work. So there's like a promotion or like a career elevation happening for you in this time. Yeah, we have conflict here. So I feel like there was like some conflicting situation. Maybe the conflicting situation was also in the area of your work. You know, so I do feel like there has been some conflicting energy here, but you will realize that you didn't miss out on anything. So if there has been like some sort of separation here, it's for a reason. Let's see what else. Pile number 3. What is your guidance that you need to hear? Potential. Okay. You were just too good for it. You know, like, I just want to tell you, you were just too good for it. Your potential was too good. And even if you couldn't see that in that time, I feel like now it will be really proven to you. So oh my God, we have protection. Wow. 444. So this is your time to take confidence in all that you pursue. The divine universe is working through you and protecting you. Time has come to allow all the doors of opportunity to welcome you with open arms. I feel the loving care of the divine protecting me. I allow myself to pursue growth and opportunity. So I feel like there was a certain confliction in your past, pile number 3, that was just protection. And this could be either not the right opportunity or not the right time for the right opportunity, right? And in whatever way that resonates for you, it feels like now certain doors are going to start to open for you. Maybe some of you needed more time for preparation. Maybe certain things needed to align for you. But I do feel like you were through like a conflicting experience in the past that made you feel insecure, but now you're going to realize that that was protection. Okay? Because the 5 of Cups, there always is something better. There always is something better is what I'm hearing. Okay, what else? Pile number 3, what is your message meant to find you before tomorrow? It's, wow, oh my God, it's all for a good reason. This is crazy. Yeah, like I really feel there's this energy of like, you know, protection, like something that didn't work out, it was all for a reason. It was all for a reason. And now it's about to make sense for you, maybe even tomorrow, right? Maybe even tomorrow, the next couple of days. But it's going to start to make sense why there was confliction, why some things didn't work out, why maybe certain relationships fell out of alignment. You will have the answers. Okay, let's get your final card, your last card for your reading today. Anything else for pile number 3, Spirit, that they need to know before tomorrow? Yeah, there is wisdom in waiting. So I feel like maybe you have been feeling like you're waiting, but again, it's all for a reason, remember. Through softness, I find the strength to stay. So I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, find the energy of softness and stay in the process. Stay in the process because it's worth waiting for. And I feel like a lot of you are becoming wiser as well, and just trusting more. Trusting that the process that you're currently in is also, first of all, coming to an end. I feel like this waiting period that maybe you have been finding yourself in, it's, you know, something is about to happen, right? And that's why Spirit is saying it's worth waiting for. And maybe you have been feeling a bit like conflicted and tense. Why didn't this happen? Why didn't this work out, right? And that's okay, but maybe I feel like something in you is also in this time, like becoming softer. And it's starting to be more accepting of patience and waiting, because you feel that something better is going to come in for you. So something is about to happen. And I feel like this wait will be worth your while, is something that Spirit wants to communicate to you guys. So that's what I have for your reading today. I hope that this resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.